Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
We're good.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Vikings 1st down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Handoff comes to Cook, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Play fake. Cousins. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and got the ball from them.
They go play action here on 1st down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Following the interception, Cousins. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Cousins now on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The ball placed just outside of the end zone as they come up again on another 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. It's Cousins on the sneak. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kirk Cousins with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Carlson now to kick this one away. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And some strong running, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but when you get up the 0 for 4 range, that can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just one throw.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. On the handoff, it's Geis. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Barney! Gun!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Back to throw. Jordan Reed has it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Second down, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And here come the Redskins now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one complete to Reed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, this is Geis. It's Xavier Rhodes there in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. And this one might be going the other way. When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive.
Listen. We're going. Let's go.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break.
Zebra.
1st down. Here's Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Cousins now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Cousins again. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Carlson now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
George Iloka, the one that comes up to make the tackle.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Redskins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
3-19.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his man. That's Landry. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. Looking long for his tight end read. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins have made this a 1-score game. And he'll bang that one through. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. Now it's Crowder. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On play action, they'll throw. He'll check it down to Geis. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On first down, he'll drop to throw to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw, and that's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. Out to the left here to Reed. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Look to throw here. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. They go play action here on first down. takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Vernon Davis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6.
Remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, 48. Liz, 50, here we go. First.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Gun.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Cousins from the gun on third. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Stacy McGee in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They're on to the second half now down in Miami. The Dolphins have extended their lead in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Jordan Reed has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often.
Blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gun! 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 Here we go now. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They start on the ground with Geis. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Crowder's got it over the middle. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Throw left side on target to Thielen. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Black.
2nd down, Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Looking to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And they'll get this down to the 10. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Green, 39.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. Toward the pylon, caught. And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Here's Geis. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll go to P-Ryan, try to pound it in. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Another timeout called by the Vikings now, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Green, 39. Green.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man. That's Crowder for the Redskins touchdown. Jamison Crowder with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.